the following two governors will probably suffer the fate of standing against the will of the community and against regional kingpins. Because in politics, a time comes that you must align yourself with what the community is saying and with the direction of the community. Just to give an example, in 2022, 90%, more than 90% of elected members in the Mount Kenya region were coming from the UDA party, because UDA at that time was very popular in the Mount Kenya region. All the times that Raila Odinga has been popular, the Luo Nyanza region has always produced members of parliament, governors and senators from ODM, and anybody, whatsoever popular he was, if he was standing against Raila Odinga or the ODM party, he could end up losing his position. Right now, as we're speaking, some people who have seen the will of the communities are aligning themselves in preparation for the 2027 maybe re-election or election for the first time to office. And a good example is what Irungu Kang'ata has done. Irungu Kang'ata has joined the DCP party because he understands that come 2027, the DCP party is the party that will be very popular, and the party that is going to sweep most of the seats come from the Mount Kenya region. Now, the first aspirant we want to talk about is the Kisii governor, Simba Arati. In 2022, Simba Arati was unanimously elected by the Kisii voters, receiving more than 250,000, I think 250,000 votes, which was a very great percentage that has never been given to a governor aspirant in the Kisii region. Now, what is happening right now is that the Kisii County voters have already perceived that Simba Arati is an opponent of the Kisii kingpin, Fred Okengo Matiangi, as much as Arati has come out to explain otherwise about the stand. But a lot of people in Kisii have already perceived that Simba Arati will be supporting either the side of the broad-based government, and they have already taken or started to see who is the alternative person who will replace Simba Arati with. And the first person is the senator of Kisii County, that's Senator Onyonka, who's always come out to say that he'll be vying for the Kisii gubernatorial race. And if Senator Onyonka is put on the ballot paper against Simba Arati, trust me, Senator Onyonka will win that seat. The second person is former CS Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, who is also a close ally of Honorable Fred Matiangi, who is now the Kisii kingpin. And if the Jubilee ticket is given to Ezekiel Machogu against Simba Arati, then it's going to be very difficult for Simba Arati to get his re-election come in that 2027 general election, because Simba Arati, as much as he is popular, he will be standing against the will of the Kisii people, and will be against the force of Fred Okengo Matiangi. Remember that Fred Okengo Matiangi will be coming out to say that vote for this candidate, and a lot of people will be moving in that direction. The second person, a very popular politician who is also a governor aspirant, is Didmus Barasa. Didmus Barasa is a politician who is very popular in Bungoma, has attracted huge crowds, and a lot of people follow him. But as we talk today, the kingpin of the western region is slowly shifting to Edwin Sifuna. We saw the crowd that Sifuna did pull in Bungoma, and the opponent of Didmus Barasa is Team Wanyonyi, who will be vying for the same seat from the Bungoma County. And if you've seen the direction Team Wanyonyi has taken, is he has already joined the lindamwanchi, which is led by Edwin Sifuna. When Edwin Sifuna comes out to tell the people of Bungoma to support Team Wanyonyi, then as much as Didmus Barasa is very popular, a lot of people are going to weigh in. Who are they going to listen to? Are they going to listen to Didmus Barasa, or are they going to listen to Edwin Sifuna, who will be telling them maybe to support Team Wanyonyi, who will be the lindamwanchi candidate at that time? And remember that Didmus Barasa is running under the UDA ticket. Should Edwin Sifuna go ahead to run for presidency in 2027, then the entire western region will be coming behind Edwin Sifuna and be perceiving anybody running under UDA as an opponent of Edwin Sifuna, and it's going to give Didmus Barasa an hard time against Team Wanyonyi. I remember that Team Wanyonyi is also a brother to Moses Wetangula. So Moses Wetangula is also likely to play neutral in that race, and Moses Wetangula commands a huge population from the Bungoma County. So Bungoma County is also another race that we'll be watching to see. But according to me, if Didmus Barasa stands against Edwin Sifuna and it stands against the Western community, which maybe will be having a presidential candidate very strong for the first time, he might end up suffering the fate of the community and the fate of standing against a regional kingpin. At this arrangement, you can tell me what you think about these two members of governor aspirants. Simba Arati will be trying to secure a second re-election term to office, and also Didmus Barasa. And remember that Simba Arati in Kisii will be running maybe under the ODM ticket. But as we speak today, Kisii is already shifting to the party that Matiangi has already joined, and that's the Jubilee Party. And if Matiangi will be fielding his candidates under the Jubilee ticket, it's going to be very difficult for Simba Arati under the ODM party to secure his second term. The same case will happen to the western side of the western side. If Sifuna is going to form a party, he'll be fielding candidates in that party in all positions, senator, governor, and especially now in the western region where he'll be perceived to be very strong because that's his home county, and we cannot doubt his popularity following the rallies he did on over the weekend, where he showed a lot of people came out to support his ambitions. So this party will be standing against any other candidate who will be from a different party, and this now where it's going to meet Didmus Barasa, who will be running for governor under the UDA ticket against a party that will be led by Sifuna. Do you think Didmus Barasa, as much as he is popular, as much as he can attract crowds, will he stand against Edwin Sifuna candidate in the gubernatorial race and win? And remember that this candidate is likely to be Team Wanyonyi, because Team Wanyonyi has already declared that he has already shown interest he has already joined lindamwanchi, and he has appeared in the rallies. So it's going to be a very, very difficult race in Bungoma, and it's going to be a very, very hard race in Kisii County. At this better more time to see what unfolds from these rallies as we watch out what unfolds in politics. That Rigathi Gachagua has already said that he's already closing the mountain. He's asked Edwin Sifuna, and even said that he called Edwin Sifuna and congratulated him for what he did over the weekend, where he pulled large crowds in Trans Nzoia and Bungoma, and has asked Edwin Sifuna to put the western region together. And in that interview that Rigathi did, he also said that Matiangi and Stephen Kalonzo should also pull their socks up and become more determined in consolidating their own bases. That's Eastern for Kalonzo Musyoka, and also Matiangi should fully put the Kisii voting bloc together so that when they sit to negotiate, they'll come out very strong and united when they come out to discuss who is going to be the presidential candidate. And also we'll be looking to the running mate, who is likely to get the running mate position from President Ruto's side and from the united opposition side, because already we have seen ODM hinting that they'll be giving that position to Paranya, and we have also seen the reaction that have happened, that have been taken by Kindiki, who is the current running mate, and of course the people from the Mount Kenya East have come out to give their voice on considering the position of running mate come 2027. Others, thank you very much for supporting this platform. Thank you. It's because of you we are where we are. And if you're watching for the first time, always remember to subscribe, like this video, and you can drop your comment in the comment section. As obvious, I take my humble time to read and give you a response. And stay safe, stay tuned for our next video that I'll be uploading here.